Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 6 of our masterclass. Today's session is pivotal. If I had to rank the importance of all my lectures, episode 2 was the foundation, but today, episode 6 is the structure that we build upon that foundation. We're going to talk about attraction. What is it? How do you create it? And more importantly, when do you stop creating it? Before we dive in, I want you to recall the concept of happiness from episode 2. Remember my mentor? He could say the most outrageous, teasing things to women, and they wouldn't get angry. They would laugh. They would lean in. Why? Because his internal state was one of pure self-amusement. He wasn't trying to insult them. He was having fun. And that fun was contagious. Today, I will explain the mechanics behind this phenomenon. First, write this down. Attraction is an illusion. It is a hallucination. Many beginners make a fatal mistake. They think attraction is logical. They think if I show her my resume, my car keys, and list my good qualities, she will calculate that I am a good mate. Wrong. Attraction is an emotion. It is a feeling. It is illogical. I have seen students try to build attraction by constantly bragging or performing. They act like dancing monkeys. They think, I need to do more, say more, prove more. But the harder you try to prove yourself, the more you communicate insecurity. A king does not need to tell you he is king. He just walks into the room and you feel it. Attraction is not about convincing her logic. It is about hijacking her emotions. So, how do we hijack emotions? We use teasing and playfulness. Some people call this negging or suppressing, but I prefer to call it teasing. The difference is your intention. If you insult a woman because you are bitter, she will hate you. But if you tease a woman because you are a happy, confident man who treats her like a little sister, she will love you. Let me give you a real example from my own life. I once told a girl, your head looks kind of like a potato today. It's cute. Or another time, I put my arm around a girl. When she looked at me, I said, oh, look, this is my sister. These comments are ridiculous. Logically, calling someone a potato is an insult. But because I was smiling, because I didn't care about the outcome, because I was self-amused, she laughed. This creates a dynamic called push-pull. I'm pushing her away with my words, teasing, but pulling her in with my vibe, happiness. When you do this, you position yourself above her. You're not seeking her validation. You're screening her. You're saying, I am the prize, and I am fun. But attraction isn't just about laughter. If you only make her laugh, you are a clown. Real attraction requires depth. We need to spike her emotions not just up, happiness, but also down, sadness/empathy. I mentioned earlier about a sad story. This is a powerful technique if used correctly. For example, I sometimes share a story about my childhood. I tell her about growing up without a father, being raised by my mother alone, and how that shaped me into a man who values protecting women. When I tell this story, I am not complaining. I'm not asking for pity. I am simply sharing my reality. This shifts the frame from playful player to real human being. Think about watching a movie. A good movie makes you laugh, and then it makes you cry. That contrast creates a deep emotional bond. When she sees your vulnerability combined with your confidence, she feels safe. She feels she is seeing the real you. Now, here is the most important part of today's lecture. Listen carefully. Most men do not know when to stop. They learn these techniques, teasing, storytelling, DHV, and they keep doing it. They do it for hours. This is like oversalting a soup. A little salt makes it delicious. Too much salt makes it inedible. I have a friend who is great at attraction. He meets a girl, teases her, she laughs, she hits him playfully. Great. But then he keeps doing it. For 2 hours. Eventually, the girl gets annoyed. She thinks, is this guy ever serious? Is he a psychopath? Why is he always performing? And she leaves. You must understand, attraction is a phase. Once she is attracted, once she is laughing, asking you questions, touching you, you must stop building attraction. You must switch to normalcy. Think of Tom Cruise. When you watch his movie, you are obsessed with him. You think he is so cool. That is the attraction phase. But after the movie ends, do you want Tom Cruise to stand in your living room and act out the movie for 24 hours a day? No, that would be exhausting. After the movie, you want him to just sit down, be normal, and eat dinner with you. So, when you see the signs of attraction, drop the cool guy act. Be normal. Be relatable. If you keep trying to demonstrate high value, you are actually demonstrating low value. You are saying, I don't believe you like me yet, so I must keep dancing. To summarize, 1. Attraction is an emotional illusion driven by your state of happiness. 2. Use teasing to spike her emotions up. 3. Use vulnerability to spike her emotions down. 4. Most importantly, once you have it, stop building it. Be normal. Don't be the guy who wins the game, but keeps running around the field. Score the goal, and then walk off the field like a champion. In the next episode, I will teach you specifically how to transition from this attraction phase to the comfort phase. I will introduce a concept called harmony versus disharmony. This is my secret weapon for deep connection. Digest this lesson. Practice the potato line. See how it feels to be self-amused. Thank you for listening.